Hello my friends, I'm at my backyard. Finally the weather is warm enough that I am ready to actually plant my seedlings. Majority of my seedlings, I will leave my peppers, keep them for another probably 2-3 weeks because they usually need much warmer temperature. But I'm so excited. I've been waiting for so long. The last frost date for my region, which is zone 7B, supposed to be April 16, around that time. But now it's the end of the April, so I wait for two weeks. I think that's to be safe. I wait for 2 additional weeks because a couple of days last week was still pretty cold. So anyway, I'm gonna turn the camera around to show you some of the seedlings I'm going to plant. Okay, all right, there you go. See all these tomato plants. So these, majority of them are this one's Big Daddy, this one's Big Daddy, I think. Let me see. Okay, and then the rest of them, like majority of these groups are all cherry tomato. I have some Big Daddies, and then I'm wondering, I will see if I will plant the loofah today or not. So these are the some cucumbers. I have some squash. I think they kind of ready. I think they're tired of sitting here. And let me show you the other group. Okay, here are the other group of them. This is Chinese vegetable. I'm not comfortable planting them out in my garden. My snail, I will show you later when we go to the gardens, eat them all. So I don't know what to do. So I still see this one is about to flower. I don't have a good way of it's just a snail, crazy snails and slugs. All right, anyway, basils here, some marigold. I planted some yesterday already, the front yard. These are basils. I will leave pepper later and have big loofah. It's tired, right? It was ready to go. All right, so we are looking at field 1. So this for the first, what do you say? The first piece of land, the garden, the number 1 garden. I'm going to plant all my tomatoes, some of my tomatoes, and basil. Tomatoes and basils are good to interplant together. And as you can see, here actually have some sweet peas plant early on, and so tomato will take a while to get bigger, and meanwhile I can use the space for these peas to grow. And you may be wondering what's inside here. I was trying to do those some kind of warm tower kind of thing. I just put a soda bottle and drill a hole, and I put you see some banana peels, some vegetable, and fruits, kitchen waste kind of thing for the worms to eat. I don't know how successful this will be, but I will let you know later. I need to water that. And I also have some, these are the onions planted, and some garlic too. So let me get started. Okay, this may look crazy to you. I'm actually going to bury some beef from can inside of the dirt, and on top of I'm gonna put just the kitchen scrap, the banana peels, potato peels, and more importantly also the coffee ground thing to cover the smell. And I bury this pretty deep, and then on top I will plant my tomato seedlings. I heard these may help with the growth of the plants. Who knows? The whole thing, what I'm doing and what I enjoy doing is really try to experiment different things, And people say one thing, but I really have to experiment myself in my own yard, in my own dirt, with my own stuff. To see whether it works or not. Okay, so we will see. That's gardener's favorite friend. That's the earthworm. So happy to see
Now my tomato, they're gonna eat beef, and I'm gonna give tuna fish to my loofah plants. So, let's see. Let's see how it's gonna work. All right, guys. So I'm done with phase 1 of transplanting seedlings to the garden. I also set up these trellis whatever for sweet peas to climb up. And as you can see, I still have the marigold need to plant, but I have basils there, and I have the tomato, and over here I also plant some tomatoes. So and then I actually transplant the zucchini in the container, because zucchinis, based on my experience, they take up so much space. If I plant them on the the raised bed, it's just gonna take over the space so much. So I decided this year I actually use containers and see how it goes. And I have my cucumbers over there, so 3 of them. I hope they will be able to climb up they are very close to what's that bin, for the compost bin, so hopefully they will. As you can see, kids are playing the Nerf gun, and the bullets is all over the place. My strawberries and lettuce, they are what do you call it, co-living together pretty well. And I have loofah over there, and let me see, and here are 2 other loofah. They can also take over, they can go big, so I don't plan to plant too many of them, but I really enjoy eating them. Okay, so that's it. That's my phase 1. This phase 2 is gonna be, I would say, probably another 2 weeks. By the way, I want to show you the spinach. These bunch of them are from the winter sowing. Right now they don't look so cool, right, compared with the traditional way of planting. So it's it's experiment. It's interesting, something to compare, so I think it's fun. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying this video, and if you want to see how they grow, and also second phase of my transplanting, make sure to make sure you subscribe. All right, I'll see you next time. Goodbye, my friends.